Look at this. There are 4,152 subscribers in my trading group, and we're killing it. I got a few shout outs to give on my trading group. This person stated, signed up for VIP Elite, took your suggestion. I doubled my money in less than a week. This person, I'm up $58,000 in 10 days. Chris, thanks a lot for everything. I'm 3 or 4 months in the group. I've turned $4,000 into 65 grand. 65 G's out of 4,000. It's more than 10x. He more than 10x'd his money in the group. This person, I'm up $10,000 in the last week. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. Jumping right into the market today in crypto, Bitcoin. This is the weekly chart, and you can see this ascending channel with this midline perfectly parallel. And so that kind of adds validity to this idea. Earlier I was talking to a group about this. Like you want to come up, put a chart out there, add to it as you acquire new information, new ideas. Like you're trying to create an edge, you know. And so at this point, the question is this the top? Is this the top? Right? And so we're trying to kind of build a case, bullish case, bearish case, and try to understand these ideas. And so this is what I'll focus on, keeping you up to date on a daily basis with. Yesterday we talked about how the DXY on the 28th started trending lower and Bitcoin took off. We're going to follow up on that idea. The Bitcoin pullback did happen like I talked about based on the DXY pumping, and there's a scary pattern on the dollar index that we're going to talk about in the middle of the video. And I've got a coin that just seems to be defying the market's pullbacks. Hidden gem, hidden altcoin gem that's already had a lot of upside, but possibly there's more left. We'll talk about that at the end of the video as well. So your RSI is extremely overbought here. I'm talking on levels. Last time we were this overbought, we were at 20,000 and we had a huge retrace. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. This is a Bitcoin 4-hour chart cleaned up, and you see this trend line's been respected all the way back here, all the way back here, both upper and lower. Okay, and so we had 1, 2, 3 touches, and then this rising wedge broke to the downside like I talked about in yesterday's video. So we're watching the DXY short-term bounce, so this might mean short-term pullback on Bitcoin if this bounces. And the DXY did bounce, and again, like I said, I've got a pattern that you'll need to make sure and understand on the DXY chart coming shortly. This is a Bitcoin 1-hour chart, and you can see that price action broke, hit the measured move. We talked about a measured move here. I mean, it actually ran a little bit lower. Rising wedge. I mean, I was looking for a break to the downside. I mean, you did get a little bit of volume. Is this a bearish retest? And if so, your measured moves down here about 22,400. Looking for a move out of Bitcoin over the next 24 hours, 48 hours. You got this amazing oversold bounce. We've been talking about like these scary dips, buying the scary dips. Like potentially there's a lot of money that was made just on this idea and strategy that I've been talking to you about. And now you can see double top and reversal. So here, the bulls need to hold this support. Possibly you get some type of double bottom and then continuation in this range. It would be good for the altcoins if Bitcoin can hold on and just continue in this range. Then it would also give it some more upside potential as far as this trend line goes, this upsloping trend line. You know, so it could range for a little while. Bitcoin needs to cool off, range for a little while. Now this support breaks, this level breaks. Let me give you a measured move target. We'll say here approximately 20,650 if this support doesn't hold. I've got some amazing shout outs to give of my trading group. This person, he basically, you know, when on a significant pullback, I mean, you can't time this wrong because you'll lose a ton of money, but I'm on a significant pullback, user TA skill set. This person bought the scariest dip ever on the graph, and he was down $4,500 at one point. He took more advice and he added more money to the dip, and he ended up with $15,000. This person, and so he said, I just wanted to update you. I started out active in chat. He was always chat. And I was like, bro, chart, headlock, watch the videos. You're wasting your time. Like, this market's going to freaking take off on you. And he's up since I joined the group, and I'm focused on my charts. I'm up 468% since I joined. He's up $30,000. $30,000 since he joined the group. And this person said, money is made in the middle. I'll take these gains any day. $1,481, up 72%. This is an INJ setup I talked to everybody in the group about. The important part here is you can start to see like these patterns that eventually form these falling wedges. Like, there's so many possibilities. Like, there's a finite number. Like, you see a lot of the common types of pattern here. You might start with an ascending triangle that breaks lower. Here it was a falling wedge that broke higher, and then a descending triangle, right? And that rolled over, and then INJ. So what's the bigger pattern that was forming here? INJ, falling wedge, boom, moved to the upside, 30% gains. CHZ, we're going to talk about this in detail. Had a setup down here is up 69%. 69% out of CHZ. So CHZ came out. They had some news. They had PSG and JUV fan tokens. They got launched on Binance, and they've taken off. Even though this said PSG is up 88% and JUV is up 56%, if you look at the lows, I mean, you got a low of 5,400 Satoshis. I mean, essentially it 3x'd over the course of the day. So, I mean, it dropped considerably, and then huge pump moved to the upside. Same thing with JUV. Was low was $12. The next thing you know, it's at 24-hour high is $43. So huge price swings out of these coins. But I mean, you could have nailed a couple 100% profits on each of these coins. And so the goal is put this on your radar, because they've got about 18 more partnerships where this is possible and this could happen. And so that you know, hey, as soon as you see CHZ, these are soccer teams in this situation, but they're working on like UFC type partnerships. They're working on some other partnerships as well. So these CHZ fan tokens, they saw $300 million in 24-hour volume. Like, these were all the talk today. These things were taking off. Now, it's important to understand that these fan tokens are digital assets. They provide owners with engagement opportunities, including voting rights and exclusive polls. Fan token owners can connect with other fans in the Socios app, access exclusive organization and sponsor-related promotions, enjoy VIP rewards, and take part in games, competition, and quizzes on the app. This is a cool idea, almost a spin-off of a NFT type token, but for teams, for fans, for, you know, sporting events, sporting teams. So you have diehard fans with that emotional connection with these teams, emotional connections. And then you get these added bonuses and benefits and just more access into your team based on holding these coins. And so I just think there's a lot of upside here. If you haven't signed up for Binance yet, there's a link in the description for Binance International. If you're in the United States, you do need to use a PureVPN, so definitely take advantage of those links in the description. This is the Ledger database, leaked database. It's available. It's out there, right? Someone had it for download. And I really just didn't want to get into this whole idea with giving specifics, but just know, like, you could actually go through here and search and see if your name, address, and phone number are on here. Again, your crypto's perfectly safe, but what you can expect is a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls, a lot of texts of people pretending to be Ledger, right? Because it's out on the internet. You know, this leaked Ledger database, not amazing. But again, your crypto's fine. They're gonna scare you with some emails that say, "Hey, you need this update. You need it." Only go to the official Ledger website for anything to do with your Ledger, right? Ledger's never going to contact you for anything. Definitely do not give out your seed keys. Orchid. I set up on OXT, and whenever coins get added to Binance, they pump. Whenever they get added to Coinbase, they pump. Right? Most of the time. Majority of the time. 95% of the time. OXT got added to Huobi, and I actually found this like 3 hours later. And it had pumped, but then it hit every possible target on my setup. And I was just like, are you serious? Like, it pumped hard 3 hours later. So just don't underestimate the pump potential of this news. This is getting added to larger exchanges. Focus on the larger exchanges. Huobi is always one that seems to add these tokens afterwards. So keep an eye on this idea. So just to follow up with this DXY dollar index, and shout out to this person, my trading group made this chart for me. You can see this is Bitcoin chart. All right, this is a Bitcoin daily chart. Bitcoin exploded. So this is when panic situation, lockdown happened, Bitcoin fell off a cliff, and then Bitcoin's continued higher since then. Right, well, let's look at the dollar. What did the dollar do? The dollar has been completely destroyed. The complete inverse of Bitcoin. And that's why we're going to take a look at this DXY chart and pay close attention to what's about to happen on the DXY. People are FOMOing into Bitcoin. All the money's coming into Bitcoin from fiat right now, right? The money's coming into this market. After, people are not FOMO into altcoins right now. It's not happening, right? And I'm going to show you that on the Bitcoin dominance chart. It's not, people are not FOMO like, oh gosh, I got to get some ADA. That's not where we're at right now. It's Bitcoin is just stolen the show. It's Bitcoin season. So we'll see. Altcoin season, everything changes. And I mean, I like to trade altcoins. Bitcoin's had an amazing run. At some point, it's going to top out, reverse. Now, what's important to understand is part of this reversal is Bitcoin's going to pull back at some point. Well, altcoins are going to pull back too. Altcoins could even get more wrecked when this happens. But just know that because they're already down considerably or behind Bitcoin, they'll bounce back faster than Bitcoin will. And so just kind of keep this in mind. Like if you're thinking about opening some, long-term positions, I mean, do you want to wait for Bitcoin to pull back? That's a question you possibly want to ask yourself. Bitcoin dominance is rising. This is not amazing for altcoins. So we have this cup and handle. So a lot of people are like saying, hey, this is a possible double top. Well, sure, if it gets rejected. If this thing breaks higher, altcoins will bleed badly. Some people would close their altcoin positions if this breaks higher. Now, the RSI is overbought. The stochastic is overbought. If it gets rejected, when these are overbought, that means the probability for a retrace is higher, right? They need to cool off. It's like you're driving a car, it's overheating, and it needs to cool off. That's where your RSI is. This needs to cool off. But stranger things have happened. You get these crazy moves to the upside out of Bitcoin. And so when Bitcoin dominance reverses, a lot of times you see major reversals out of Bitcoin or continuation. If Bitcoin pumps here, altcoins could see people selling altcoins to buy Bitcoin because that's where the money's at. That's where the money's flowing right now. So you have to understand this idea. Now we have this pocket, man, I'm very grateful for, of altcoins, like these small little DeFi coins that every single day, like we're seeing amazing profits out of these smaller cap coins. And so we constantly have something to trade. This market's going to get a lot easier to trade as far as these altcoins go. But the larger caps right now, they're not moving. People are not trying to, like I said earlier, trying to hurry up and FOMO into ADA, or Bitcoin Cash got wrecked. All the large caps got wrecked. And so, but when this pulls back, money's going to flow into altcoins. All this new money will ride Bitcoin, and then potentially the whales will move to the altcoins later. Now, if we look at, no bueno. Okay, so, and this hasn't confirmed yet, but there's a 68% chance this breaks lower. 68% chance. This is Bitcoin dominance. This is a rising wedge. Like this, when this happens, when this thing, it's not confirmed yet. There's still 19 minutes left. A break higher here would mean a parabolic move higher. I mean, if it does, I mean, that's kind of a bad sign for the altcoins because immediately Bitcoin puts in a small bounce, and this means money's flowing into Bitcoin a lot more than the altcoins. So very important to kind of understand the strategies. So this is DXY. I talked to you guys about this exactly. Possible bearish retest. It came up here. I mean, this thing pumped crazy, and it looks the opposite of Bitcoin. Bitcoin put in this wick to the downside right when the dollar pumped. Then the dollar sold off. But now, I mean, you're printing some green candles. It's not amazing price action. But the concern is, and the pattern that people are worried about playing out would be this falling wedge. If this falling wedge breaks to the upside, and I'm going to keep you updated, if this falling wedge breaks to the upside, you'll see a Bitcoin pullback. You'll see a retrace, right? A strong dollar is bad for Bitcoin. Okay, so just kind of keep this in mind. There's bullish ideas down here still. Double bottom on the RSI. It's oversold. Bullish divergence. So again, keep an eye on the DXY. Ethereum's bullish trend may not stop it from seeing a strong correction, and that's fine. You know, if altcoins sell off, buy more. Buy the dip. Buy the biggest, scariest, and they have sold off. But if they sell off more, it'll be good entry ideas for a lot of these altcoins. Okay, so just, again, don't get frustrated. Like, hey, these coins dip, and don't throw your phone down and not look at the market and just go do something else. Like, that's when opportunities are created, is when these coins pull back. Coinbase is asking FinCEN to extend the comment period for the proposed wallet rules to 60 days. So they want essentially more people to be able to comment on the idea of KYC for all kinds of offline wallets, or wallets that you can hold as an individual. Basically, wallets that aren't connected to these exchanges that will have KYC enforced. So, EGLD, is this the coin that's been defying the market? EGLD. Now, we posted this setup in group $8.50. This was November 23rd. Let me paint this picture now. November 23rd. Here's your setup. $8.50. Boom. Massive move to the upside. And then I posted another setup, and it broke out looking for the retest. Right here, it's $25. $25. 3 weeks, it ran up from $8.50 to $25. Okay. Now let's look at current chart. This is EGLD now, and another setup that I had posted, and it broke out as well. And you've got this, like I told you guys, parabolic run-ups. These parabolas. These normally finish with parabolic moves to the upside. So again, this is not necessarily buy now. You'd want to buy the breakout of some overhead resistance, or find a flag, and it was flagging here on a smaller time frame, but find a flag. Think about how many coins pulled back today. EGLD apparently didn't get the memo. Remember, this is formerly ERD, so pay attention to this coin. If there is a pullback, you know, you can judge the coin's strengths. The coins that are going to bounce back the fastest are the stronger coins. And so if you do get any type of Bitcoin pullback and you're looking to accumulate EGLD, you know, keep an eye on this coin. Let's do the math on this. Let's just see. It's up 221% gains, possibly a little bit more. This is high risk. It's already had an amazing run up. And then what's Bitcoin going to do? Keep that in mind as well. So if you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.